Image copyright Getty Images. Image caption Harley-Davidson has described the EU tariffs as a substantial burden. Donald Trump has criticized the Harley-Davidson motorcycle firm over its plans to shift production away from the U.S. in order to avoid European Union tariffs. The U.S. president tweeted he was surprised that the company had become the first to wave the white flag, adding, "I fought hard for them." Harley-Davidson earlier said making bikes for the European market would be transferred to other countries. Skip Twitter post by @RealDonaldTrump Trump surprised that Harley-Davidson, of all companies, would be the first to wave the white flag. The EU tariffs are a response to new U.S. duties on steel and aluminium imports. "I fought hard for them and ultimately they will not pay tariffs selling into the EU, which has hurt us badly on trade, down $151 billion. Tax is just a Harley excuse. Be patient. MAGA Donald J. Trump @RealDonaldTrump June 25, 2018 report. End of Twitter post by @RealDonaldTrump. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders also told reporters at a briefing on Monday that the EU was attempting to punish U.S. workers with unfair and discriminatory trade policies. President Trump will continue to push for free, fair and reciprocal trade in hopes that the EU will join us, Ms. Sanders said. Video. How do tariffs affect us? EU tariffs on U.S. goods come into force. Who is losing out from Trump's tariffs? Wisconsin-based Harley-Davidson said the increased costs from EU tariffs were a substantial burden and a threat to its international sales. The company has assembly plants in Australia, Brazil, India and Thailand, as well as in the U.S., which it has been trying to expand. Absorbing costs of EU tariffs. Harley-Davidson said it would raise investment in its international plants, though it did not say which ones, adding that it expected the increase in production to take 9 to 18 months. It is said the tariff would add, on average, $2,200 £1,660 to each bike exported to Europe from the U.S. as the import tax increases from 6% to 31%. The company, which sold nearly 40,000 motorcycles in Europe last year, said it planned to absorb those costs rather than pass them on to customers and risk damaging sales. Harley-Davidson's move is one of the most visible consequences of the trade disputes triggered by President Trump's decision to levy tariffs on steel and aluminium imports. Mr. Trump says the duties are necessary to protect the U.S. steel and aluminium industries, which are vital to national security. They have drawn retaliation from the EU, Canada, Mexico, India and others while driving up the cost of metals for manufacturers in the U.S. U.S. companies that range from boat builders to nail manufacturers have warned about the consequences of escalating trade tensions. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption How Hogs and Harleys became weapons in a looming trade war.